Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiana, and if you're returning, it is so nice to see you again. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the empties that I have finished so far in 2026. And the reason why I say the empties that I have so far and the ones that I've kept is because a couple of them did get thrown out along the way here and there. But don't worry, I will share with you the ones that I remember off the top of my head. I'm going to share with you what I finished. There's also a few items in here that I've had to declutter. So we'll talk about that. Basically, this is everything from January until the beginning of March. I used to enjoy doing monthly videos, and I think I will continue doing monthly or doing like every 2 months. We'll see, but I'll share with you everything that's in the bag. Before we get into that, I did want to ask a question. I do actually have a whole big storage container of all of the makeup and beauty empties from 2025. I believe it's from the month of April to December. So if you want to see all of my beauty, hair care, and makeup empties from 2025, let me know, because I have it in like a really big bin, and it'd be fun to kind of like go through all of it and see it all. So yeah, if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into the empties that I have. So before we get into like this bag, let me kind of just go through the ones off the top of my head that I remembered that I emptied and decluttered and got rid of. So I know I got rid of my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I liked it. I think it was good. Would I repurchase it? Maybe if it were on sale, but my favorites are the Sephora mascaras. So I did use one of those up, and then I did declutter it. I also finished up an Away body, it was a little mini travel size like body wash and it smelled absolutely amazing. I would definitely repurchase it again. It is on my radar for when I finish. I have 2 bar soaps, and then I also have like half of a body wash left, and then I think once I finish those, I actually want to go back and purchase it because it smelled amazing and it worked so well on my skin. I have really dry and sensitive skin. It worked really well. I traveled with it. That's why I didn't bother bringing it back, but I really loved it, and I would definitely repurchase it. I also finished up a CeraVe face wash. Wasn't my favorite. I don't know if I would go and repurchase them again. The last 2 CeraVe face washes I had were not my favorite, and I can get into that a little bit more in specific which ones in like my 2025 empties, because I did use I think 1 or 2 others in 2025 as well, but I finished one in 2026, and I just bought a no-name face wash for now. That's working much better than the CeraVe one. So the CeraVe one, I feel like, I don't know if it was just the kind that I purchased, but it didn't work the best for me, and it wasn't the greatest for my fiance either. Another empty that I ended up finishing was a really big bottle of Aveeno. I loved Aveeno. I ended up having to cut the bottle, and it was kind of messy, so I just discarded the bottle while I recycled it. So anyway, I finished a bottle of Aveeno moisturizer, and I absolutely loved it. And I would repurchase it again, especially if it were on sale. Right now, I am trying a Vaseline moisturizer, and it's working really well. The only reason why I switched was because the Vaseline was on sale, and I heard so many people talking about it. So I thought, why not give it a try and see how it is? So I think off the top of my head, those are the only ones that I finished in 2026 that I did get rid of and recycled, and the rest should be in here. And if I think of anything else, I will say it. So this is an item that I'm decluttering and I'm considering like empty or panned. Anytime I try and use the nozzle, it doesn't come out, so I have to like scrape it or dump it into my hand. And with this formula, it is really old and it just doesn't sit in my hair as well anymore. Not just that, a little bit of this goes a long way, and it can weigh my hair down and make it look greasy. This is the Ion Keratin Smoothing Tonic, and I don't think I would repurchase this, honestly. I feel like Ion is such a hit or miss, and for myself, it was just okay. It's not something I'm missing out of my hair care routine. I feel like the only Ion products I really liked were the like clarifying shampoo when I used to have well water and blonde hair. So yeah, I just found better products elsewhere. I really tried to use up as much as I could, and I'm like right down to here, and honestly I was trying to just finish it, but it just got to the point where I'd put it in my hands and then in my hair, and then I'd have to wash my hair basically the next day because this was just feeling really gross on my hair and it wasn't working anymore. So I got rid of that. I actually finished 2 Bath & Body Works hand soaps. So this one here is the Watermelon Lemonade one. I don't feel like this one was anything like too special like of a scent, but it was nice for the summer. We also finished a Vanilla Bean Noel one as well. That was another product that we finished. So anyway, love Bath & Body Works hand soaps. I do need to go there soon and repurchase some more. I like to go on the deals where it's like 5 for whatever, and then I can like restock up. I love doing that, but I did finish 2 hand soaps in 2026. And then the next item is the La Roche-Posay Face and Body Cleanser. Oh my goodness, this here I did not like at all, and I would not repurchase this at all. This one here is the Micro Peeling Purifying Gel Acne Treatment. Originally I purchased this for my fiance for his skin, but he wasn't using it like quick enough, so I just decided to start using it for my skin. Now maybe because my skin isn't acne prone, that's why it didn't work the greatest, but it felt like it just kept stripping my skin, especially my face. It would like burn and irritate my skin, and it was too strong. And it says for the body, and I work out, so I like to use something a little bit stronger from time to time if I do have breakouts or anything. But this here was so strong even on my skin, to the point where my skin was so dry and flaky. And ever since I stopped using this, I haven't had any issues. And it's funny because I wouldn't even use this like all the time. I would only use this like once a day, once every 2 days, sometimes even once a week, and it was still too much for my body. And if I used it anywhere from like my neck up, my face would break out. So I really just tried to use this as much as I could. And I even tried to use this on my feet as like a scrub, because it was like a micro peeling purifying gel treatment. I thought I could use it on my feet to kind of use it as a scrub, and it made my feet really dry too. So I would not get this again, even for him, because if he doesn't use it up, then I almost feel like it's a wasted product. It was just way too strong for my skin. And I do like La Roche-Posay, but that was not it, and I really struggled to finish it. The next item I finished is the Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. I really liked this primer. I do want to get this primer again. Right now I'm using a Merit primer, so I do think on a day where Shoppers Drug Mart has like a spend so much, get so many points, I will more than likely repurchase this, or if it's on sale, I'll repurchase it. But I did really like this one. This one was the 4% niacinamide. I think they have a blue one as well. I don't remember if I tried the blue one, but the pink one I liked. So this is the Pantene Radiant Color and Shine Shampoo. This isn't even like fully empty. I still have like this much left in here. I don't like this shampoo. I will not get this shampoo. I will not recommend this shampoo. I didn't like this at all. So this is a no. Absolute no. The only reason I picked it up was because I had points at a grocery store, and I was going to a grocery store. We had just gotten home from a trip, and I needed shampoo and we needed some food. So I thought, perfect, I will just kind of pick up everything at once. Even if it wasn't the greatest, I still felt like I could at least get, you know, some use out of it, and I did. But I struggled to finish this, and like I said, I still have that much. I don't know what it is with this. It just feels like it left a film in my hair, and it was so thick and did not like it. So I would not get it. And I wouldn't even try Pantene again. I know I'm not the biggest fan of Pantene, because I remember years ago I didn't like it either, but that's okay. So then the next item I got was the Maybelline Express Brow. So here's the thing. I always have a hard time with Maybelline. I haven't found anything that I'm like crazy obsessed with Maybelline. The only reason why I went and picked up some Maybelline stuff was because there was an ad with Tiffany Stratton, who does WWE, and I love Tiffy Time. Like, I love Tiffany Stratton. And I thought maybe I will give Maybelline a chance again. And I have heard so many good things about a lot of their products, and every time I pick up products, it's just like they don't work for me. This one here was so. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the greatest. Would I pick it up again? Maybe if it was on sale. I think this is like the most solid thing out of Maybelline that I've tried for myself personally. It wasn't a fail, but it just wasn't my holy grail. So this one here was pretty good, used it up as much as I possibly could. I know some people take these stoppers out of their brow products, but every time I did that, then it always started to go dry really quick, and I would need to repurchase a brow product within like a week or two anyway. So that wasn't worth it for me. Finished it as much as I could, and I moved on to a Sephora product that I have now. So then this one was really exciting for me. So this was the 06 Candy Shop Essence Lip Gloss that I tried to finish, and I used up as much as I possibly could of this product. Brush is always really dry now. I can't scrape anything out from the bottom anymore. I'm not taking the stopper out because that would just make it really sticky, and it just wasn't my favorite shade of gloss anyway. So this one here is a finish, and I'm excited about that. And then I also did finish a lip balm, and I'm trying to remember what lip balm I finished, and I can't remember exactly. Maybe it's in here. Did I finish? I also finished a lip balm, and I can't remember what the lip balm exactly was, and I'm trying to remember. And I can't remember at this time. But I also did finish a whole chapstick. And then this is 100% acetone from Quo. I liked it. I'm going to keep this bottle. I'm actually going to transfer more acetone that I picked up into this bottle because it's one of those that you push down. I'm keeping that bottle, but that was an empty. Another empty was an Equate hand soap. This I only picked up for like 99 cents, and I actually really liked it. I think if I ever like go to Walmart and really need hand soap, I would pick it up. Was it the absolute greatest ever? No, but for the price of it, I think it did its job. And I mean, we used it all up, and it's one that I would probably pick up again. It smelled really nice, and it felt really fresh. I actually did purchase this first for our shop, and then I liked it so much that when I was at Walmart, I picked it up again for our house. So I have 3 more items. Let's talk about one of the declutters. So I'm actually decluttering this Cocoa Intense Color Refresh. It is a non-permanent color mask, and I have about this much left in it. I tried to use up as much as I could of this, but it's just not working for my hair anymore. I purchased this because I used to dye my hair blonde. About 2 times a year, I'll re-dye my hair brown just to have everything even, and then throughout the year you can kind of start to see it fading, so I would use this to keep up with it, and I used up as much as I could. This is probably 4 or 5 years old at this point. The thing with this is it's just starting to leave like a really big film on my hair, so I'd always have to like wash it a lot quicker as well. And not just that, it's starting to get hard to pump out of the bottle, and I know myself, if I start to tip it out, it's going to go everywhere and it's going to stain things, and I don't want that. So I used up as much as I could of this. I don't think I would repurchase one this big again. I think if I were to repurchase a hair color mask, I would want to get one in a squeezy tube. That's easier for me to like squeeze out, get all the product and everything like that, and be able to use it. Then I have 2 more. So the first empty is the eyebrow pencil from Sephora in 11 Bonnie. I have repurchased this like probably 5-6 times now. I repurchased it again. It's still in my collection. It's what I'm wearing today. Love this. I highly recommend that pencil, especially if you can get it during like the sale. Stock up on them, because while they do last a long time, as someone who has like really coarse and thick eyebrows, I don't need to use a lot of it. I repurchase this like 2 or 3 times a year because of how much I like it. So I know during the sale, I will more than likely purchase another one just to have a backup. And then the other empty that I have is actually this little sample. It's from Pharmacy. It's the Green Clean Cleansing Balm. I loved this. I'm really happy that I'm filming this video because it's going to remind me to put this in my Sephora cart so that during the sale I can pick it up, because I actually really loved this. So yeah, so those are all my empties so far from January to the beginning of March. Let me know if you guys have finished anything, and let me know if you want to see a 2025 makeup, hair care, skincare, beauty empties video, because they're all sitting in a bin and I just can't make the decision to declutter them or to share them with you and then recycle them. So let me know. Bye.